The Federal to Love. Happy December. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I offer tarot readings and I'm a longtime yoga teacher. I teach online yoga. Privately, I do EFT sessions and of course I offer private readings. I sell merchandise and there's a series of online courses and a book that's based on my own intuitively guided journey to heal lots of stuff, essentially. So, holla Shazam, my amazing fellow fire sign Leos. How are you? How has this year been treating you? I'm kind of astounded that we're in December already. In the last few years I think we're all always going through different cycles, but the last couple years are very healing. And one thing that I'm aware of is the timeline sometimes that healing takes is so much longer than what our rational brain wants it to be or thinks that it is. So, Leo, my intention with these readings is to offer you divine guidance and loving clarity. I do have a Patreon community, patrons, who the two tiers. So the top tiers get access to everything, first access ad-free. They also get major discounts up to 40% off of the services. And then the lower tier patrons get the ad-free first access and the intuitively guided shares, but no discount. So I really appreciate the patrons. I used to have something called the Live Share Crew, and a lot of the Live Share Crew have crossed over to the patrons, and I'm just really grateful for this community. A lot of this online community showed up at a really crucial time on my path, and I really appreciate the international vibratory of our online work paradigm. Divine guidance for Leos. Oh, weird. Okay. Remember, these are general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Not every reading's going to resonate, but if you get a few that's resonating, that could be a prompt to book a private reading. That's always in your hands. So, right away, yeah, I'm like, ooh, Leo, are you lying to yourself? Is there some sort of denial going on? Or avoidance? Like, yeah, like hiding something, trying not to get caught? Because it's you, it's King of Wands reversed with Seven of Swords. So I'm like, because this Four of Pentacles here, I'm thinking, oh, Leo, it could have something to do with your financial situation and like not wanting to have to share more money. Because I'm kind of getting a sense of like, ooh, the Seven of Swords could be you, but it could be another person. Like, hey, hook up the finances. And I would dare say this person is deeply challenging for you. They're in your midst. So I'm like, this could be a family member. Weirdly, I'm getting like, this could be a family member who's in a bit of trouble. Or I don't want to fearmonger. I don't want to instill fear in you, but like that they're in your reality, and because you're in the reverse, I'm thinking, oh, I do get a sense that this person has been taxing. It's probably not the first time they've asked for money. You know, I need help. I need the financial support. I just feel like with you reverse and the Four of Pentacles this time round, you're like, no. Like also Four of Pentacles isn't a Ten of Pentacles. You're like, no, I need to put my money where I need to put my money. If you're gonna gamble your money away or if you're not gonna be responsible, like I can't keep forking it out, right? It's really interesting. I just had like a wave of a moment of like, isn't it so fascinating how we're guided to different people, and that because I suddenly had this wave of like, how else could I interpret? And of course, another reader would say potentially something very different, or certainly like word it in a way that the messages translate differently. Hence the resonation vibration, like we want to be resonating with people, with our friends, and the people we choose to have in our lives, business connections and all that, we do want to really deeply resonate. Familial is a bit different, isn't it? In a sense, our familial connections are deeply karmic and they trigger us. They trigger us so that we can heal stuff, right? Straight up, that's a side note. I use the word trigger in my book, but when I was writing that, I had never heard that. Like, I thought I was being so clever, being like, yeah, when you get triggered, and then if you hold space, you can like watch the waves of emotion. That's like the cellular body healing itself, because it was all intuitive. It was all through my own experience. It wasn't through my like Jungian studying, you know? Anyway, so Leo, the other card I get here is the Three of Pentacle. So your focus now at this point is, I want stability. I want to create a stable foundation. For some of you, if this is a partner, a romantic partner, you're like, we've got to have counseling, or we've got to go through mediation, or we've got to talk to somebody about your, I am really hearing it's a financial issue, somebody who maybe gambles, somebody, I mean, it could be an addiction, but I'm not, uh, it feels more like I did it again. I gambled away the money, or I made some really bad investments. I need help again. And you're just like, no, we're going to put it in a safe bond, or we're going to go talk to somebody about this issue, because I can't keep doing what we're doing. And the other person's like, dang, but they're still walking right towards you. I just think they might be like, just beware. Like, just beware. This person at this point, they don't have any intention of changing. That's part of why you're feeling incredibly drained, and they're still feeling a bit sketchy, ungrounded. It's like talking to someone who can never look you in the eye, and he's like skidding around, right? That energy just that made me think of like, okay, this could be somebody who has some addictions going on as well. And we all know there's an out of bodiness, good friends, family. When somebody's deep in an addictive cycle, they're not themselves. That's why addicts like steal, and because it's not their own divine will choosing that behavior, it's the addiction choosing that behavior. It's that pattern, it's that enforced pattern via their coping for the pain they're in that's driving their survival. And in the moment, the survival is about coping. It's not like, when we talk about we don't want to survive, we want to thrive. I'm like, that's great for a lot of people who are at that point. For a lot of people, it's just one, surviving, like it's getting through the day. And then on top of that, it's noticing things like where the tension is, where the trauma is, right? Like, people, we have so many different layers of exposure going on that it's not, there again, that's why faith is so powerful. Like, just trusting people will find their way. I'm really hearing a song like "Walk On By." I don't know if that's the words, but walk on by. So there could be an energy here too, where you're like, just keep on moving. You can't look me in the eye. You don't want to talk to me about it. I'm busy. I've got foundations to create. I want to build. And again, you're working with a certain amount of asset or a certain amount of capital, and you don't want to keep putting it into this person who's draining the life force from your bank account. Life force, bank, it's all kind of one connected in as far as how we maintain our lives, how we resource our own lives. If there's somebody who is saying one thing and then, saying we're going to put our resources here, and you give them the resources and then they throw them away, that, it's like pouring water into a cup that has holes in it. That it just, it's not sustainable. Walk on by, walk on by, walk on by. Keep walking, my friend. And you're probably so drained that won't even, you'll just be like, what's that? My hands are wet. Like, I can't go around. And you might not even have the cash. Like, they might be asking, can I please I just need another $5,000, or I don't have that. And the bit that I still have, I'm keeping for myself. Thank you very much. You know, like, it's because this, at this point, I think you've released, let go. Like, you know, you're not likely to maybe get that money back for a while. Or simply this person is just not trustworthy. The situation is not trustworthy. And so you're not going to keep feeding it, right? This is a big decision for a lot of you. The Wheel of Fortune makes me think, like, for a lot of you, this is a karmic cycle. This is somebody this is where these energies are a bit cryptic, or, again, like, discerning is like, I can say these things, observing these energies, and yet often is the case when we're in it, it feels familiar, and so it feels safe. And so we're like, yeah, but he needs my help, or yeah, but, and there's a sense of enabling somebody can even feed a certain base power in ourselves by being needed, or by getting identified with the drama. And so we identify ourselves with that other person's drama or issue or what have you, and unconsciously we keep feeding their bad habit or their bad issue because it actually gives us a sense of value as well, or need, or what have you. Maybe you're counseling with somebody about this as well. Yeah, like, you might try to get this person to come along. I'm not sure they would, but you're definitely like, I need help. I don't think I can do this anymore. Something's gotta give. Welcome by. Like, somebody's just, don't, I can't do this with you anymore. There's definitely, and, like, again, you're gonna rope in the help. So I'm just gonna pull a few more cards from each deck and see. Defo. I just looked down two different, there's an Ace of Wands and then a Fool. So I'm like, yeah, you've got it. There's a new beginning afoot. You're maybe the having the counseling is partly the layers of different adults or people that you manifest in your life to permission you to move on. You know, for you to hash out, this is the situation, this is what's going on, this is my brother, this is my sister, this is, you know, the person. I've tried this, I've tried that. Nothing seems to work. And that this person, this professional, this expert is like, let them go, or let them fend for themselves. Often is the case with families dealing with addiction that there's a loving sense of, one, keep working on ourselves. We don't have to like put someone in exile or completely abandon energetically, but to not keep feeding the cycle of abuse, right? And then detaching to hold space in loving compassion. It's challenging, because part of the ego's identification wants to enable, wants to get involved, wants to stay hooked into the drama. There again, I usually think that's why we repeat cycles. We don't even know we're in them until our part of our higher consciousness is wanting to expand out of it. And collectively speaking, we're in these great, I want to say, kind of breakthrough times. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. So there's all this new beginning energy that wants to come in for you, Leo. And it's like you allowing it. Either you can keep focusing on this person who's stealing and cheating, and you're like, oh no, I'm so drained and life is so hard and this sucks and I just have to keep giving to this person that never gives back and lies to me, etc., etc. So it's like, oh no, that's my life and that sucks. I guess that's just my life forever and I'm just gonna have to keep dealing. Or, like, I wonder if there's a way out. I wonder, and then finding counsel. It's mainly counsel that I'm getting. Finding counsel, therapist, right? This is a third party situation that can look at your life and hear it from your perspective and offer advice that will help you grow and expand in a positive way, rather than keep going around in circles that ultimately is super duper draining for your vital energy. That's success. So even if there's a bit of apprehension here, it's like the success is you choosing you, having your solid foundation, and letting your life transform. Or if you're worried about money, there will, Money's safe, I'm hearing. Like money is there contained, but some of you might not see a bigger increase until this, I want to say, cycles flushes itself out, until this releases. There's a refinement going on. You're going to probably, that card wants to, you're probably going to need a bit of a break, rejuvenation, maybe just some downtime over the holidays, or a little bit of spa action, right? Definitely self-care, luxuriate the self-care. Because that Nine of Pentacles is here, I just feel like there's a bit of a delay for some of you. Honestly, like if there's a situation where somebody's draining you, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised when you release it. Or if they come around again asking for something, for money, for what have you, and you go, no, I can't do it this time, that's going to give you a big boost of energy. Yeah, like a boost of luck. It's an empowerment piece to recognize the truth of your creatorship and other. This is the thing, is that we're so hierarchical and sort of programmed to be hierarchical in our perspective, rather than unified, right? Rather than being reflective. So often is the case, I get an addict or somebody, they are reflecting something about our consciousness, something, and the more we embrace it, pull it in, integrate it, love it, in a sense, the easier it is. When we see that unified part of ourselves, we say, I love you too, but this is too draining for me, and so I'm going to choose something different. You still have love, and there's a big part of you that still wants to give, because you not giving could trigger a discomfort in that other person. However, you know the cycle, you know the manipulation, you know it because you've been through it a few times, and you're like, this is gonna suck me dry, kind of thing. This situation, if I keep giving this way, So you're like, I've got to figure out how to stabilize my finances, and then maybe put in some safe, investments to slowly grow them. But you're not going to be part of that growth for now. You've got to sort yourself out. You got to stop lying. And this, I mean, honestly, for some of you, this person could just be a pathological liar. Some of you, again, I feel this is a close connection, familial, like I said. For some of you, it might not be as close. So be mindful of that. It could be. And right when I said that, I'm getting, some of you are going to listen to that and go, ding, ding, ding. I know exactly who this person is. And they keep coming around, and it's so-and-so, and enough. I can't do this anymore. And that's going to help you. That's going to help you heal some stuff. There's some big healing energies happening as we close out the month of November. And December, thank God, is meant to be just a little bit calmer. Right? Oh, baby, you're protected here, Leo. Wow. If you let go of this pattern, there's some really good energy coming in for you. Lover's energy, elephant. This is the Ganesh. This is the protective energy, but also the divinely guided protection to move forward with a kind of fierce energy. Super safe, super protected, right? And then the lovers, I'm like, for those of you that are single, there is a lover energy here. Yeah. I mean, for some of you, as you're letting go of the past and healing some pain, I do get a sense that for some of you, if you're single, you might end up going to like a social event or a party where you meet somebody there. There is a bit of an enchantment energy around that encounter, around that meeting. As long as you're feeling rejuvenated and choosing to choose yourself rather than keep investing in lies or something. Not to, these are manipulative energies. The point of manipulation is that it's not easy to spot necessarily. That's, I think, why some of us have to go through a lot of Shazam to refine the intuition. Plus, I could just get a sense of you grounding your energy, Leo, choosing your passion project, choosing really yourself to be successful, to regenerate these energies, to let go of the past, to move forward, trust in love, trust in money, trust in all that stuff. You feeling lucky, it's like, bosh, you're going to have some successes here. And then feel even more empowered moving forward. And, this month, hey ho, as you let go of the past, meeting somebody who really reflects you beautifully. All right, Leo, there's your reading for the month of December. Let me know if it resonates. I find it fascinating when you guys let me know about the resonation vibration. I'm on TikTok and Instagram. You can check out the daily readings on those two sites. Again, intuitively, I might share random bits and bobs. There's a whole bunch of Ultra Love accounts I have. So the main one I'm using on Instagram is Ultra Love. The main one on TikTok is Ultra Love TV. I no longer have access to some of the other accounts I created with TikTok, but so be it. So, yeah, thanks for being here, Leo. Good luck for the month of December, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Holla, 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 holla. Super exciting, isn't it? I'm looking forward to this holiday season. All right, you guys, have a good one. Take care. Peace out.